Hello everyone, my name is Jeffrey and welcome back for episode 10 of my modded Satisfactory playthrough here on YouTube. In this video we're taking a look at a variety of the new power sources available in the mod. Starting with the most basic water turbines, moving on to others like coal burners, the new tier 2 wind turbines, and the much more difficult solar panels. Thank you for all the support and help with the series so far. Let's get to playing games. Looks like we've got another episode of modded Satisfactory on our hands. I mean, depending on what day if you're watching this and the day it goes up, that means you're watching it on September 10th, and that means happy Satisfactory Day. It is the day that 1.0 comes out, and as you guys are hopefully aware by now, my 1.0 series actually will be starting exactly 1 week from today, on September 17th. But for all those getting to jump into 1.0 today, I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves. And if you're watching this after the 1.0 release, well, then I hope you did enjoy the Satisfactory 1.0 release. I am probably currently halfway across the country right now, in the middle of my move. I'm pre-recording the episodes for this week while I am literally driving across the country. So still getting a little bit of content out for you guys to enjoy. Today's actually going to be a little bit of an easier one. I say that not knowing really what I'm getting myself into. But we're actually going to be checking out just a variety of new power sources. I don't know why that sounded. New power sources. I don't know why that sounded so. My voice just decided to not work for the word power. Because if you can't tell, we are dangerously close to killing out our power system. And as you can actually see, our maximum consumption is actually higher than our capacity ever is. So if I actually had all the machines running all at once that I have in the world, well, everything would fall apart. So today we are going to go ahead and take a look at, we unlocked the water turbines last time. So we're going to go ahead and put together a few of those. There's actually quite a few little nodes just kind of all over the place through the river along here. Like all down through here, there's all sorts of nodes that we can probably hook up onto. Then we're also going to be checking out in tier 4, we're going to be checking out the coal burner. I'm going to go ahead and throw together an assembler and just hand feed it to make me a handful of stators just to unlock this one for us. And then we're also going to be going ahead and looking towards the end one here that we can go ahead and grab right now. I just have to go and run over to the steel factory. We're going to be unlocking, actually this is where we need to unlock the stators for the coal power. We're going to be unlocking more of the cryolite stuff, which I'm assuming is what gets turned into quartz, and that's going to be our episode for Thursday. The final episode of the modded series for now. We're going to be ending it off with just playing around with a little bit of the quartz crystal build, and seeing if we can automate some of these things. For now, a bunch of them, I'm assuming you need the quartz crystal, you need some sort of this stuff for actually making the solar panels and things like that. So a lot of that for this episode is just going to get handmade, and then the next episode we'll see about automating some of it. And then after that we'll be moving on to my 1.0 series, and I'm going to be taking my sweet time with it. I can't wait to jump in, see all the new things, start again with you guys. Hopefully it's fun to follow along with if you're following along. But without further ado, let's get into it today, shall we? So first things first, we're going to run over to the steel plant. I'm going to grab a bunch of stuff from over there because we're going to need some for actually crafting the water turbines, because we make the rotor blades with, okay, so let's make a quick run over to our brass factory. Also to our steel factory. We'll unload everything from both of those places. Then we'll come back here. We'll start making some rotors. Let's see. Power-wise, I don't know how many I'll actually be able to make. But let's say we'll just throw down I want to have enough to be able to make, let's say 15 to 20. So I'll say 20 on the high end for sure. So I'll want 100 rotor blades, and I have plenty of everything else. So that'll be fine. So that's what we need to run over to the brass one for, and then for the steel one, that's where you're going to grab everything you're going to need to, I guess we have to grab some quick wire too. So quick little run out of grabbing stuff, and then we'll meet back here and unlock a few new technologies. Alright, I've gathered up pretty much everything we're gonna need. We're got a pretty good amount of things automated going right now, so feeling pretty good so far with the progress. Even though I think when we go to restart this in the future, there's probably going to be a whole bunch of things I do drastically differently. Just especially knowing like how complicated certain things can get now. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and we're going to hop into the alternative power and storage. We're going to load that one up and send it off. We're going to load up all the quick wire, all the steel beams, all the cables. Get in there. Get in there. Wait, am I 2 cables short? Are you kidding me? Alright, well, let me go grab 2 cables. I'll be right back. 2 cables short. That was so dumb. Alright, let's get this loaded up. Get it in there. Go ahead and we're going to send that off. And we're going to talk about what we're going to plan to do now. So now that we've got that finished off, we'll have some new things we can do. So we can take, we're going to go, here's what we're going to do. We're going to build some water turbines, get that off our to-do list. And the reason we're going to do that is we're going to need, let's see here, for coal power we need some stators. And so I want to set up a assembler here at the base, fill it up with a bunch of our steel pipes and copper wire, which we have plenty of both. I'm going to let those automate us up some stators that we're going to need for unlocking the actual coal heaters. And those can go ahead and keep working while we're running around setting up water turbines. That way we can come back, set up or unlock the coal power. Then we can look into, I guess we'll look into right now roughly what we need for these solar panels. So solar panel Mark 1 looks like photovoltaic cells and that we have everything else, but you need the photovoltaic cells, that's those black square things. And then the 10 carbon mesh. So let's see, how difficult are those to make? Carbon mesh is probably in here somewhere. Okay, well it's not, but here's the simple photovoltaic cells. This needs silica, which that seems pretty straightforward. Looks like I can get it from putting the quartz right into a crusher, or I can put the quartz into a sorter, and I'll get, I'll put the, what is the cryolite? You put that into a sorter, and then you get quartz, silica, and crushed stone. But either way, I mean, that's pretty straightforward. We just have to actually go track down a quartz node, which I believe there's a couple nearby. And then, so we still need to find out how to make the carbon mesh. Okay, so the carbon mesh is made in the weaver, and you need carbon dust and water. Okay, well that's pretty easy. How do I get carbon dust though? That must be in, is that in the MAM? Yes, I think I have to do this first, and it's probably in this tree here somewhere. So actually, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna grab a bunch of just the regular miners, just not the power ones, but just a bunch of the handheld ones we can drop down. We're gonna drop those on top of, I think I can scan for cryolite now, no? Yes, okay, so scan for cryolite. Let's find one of those. We'll drop, oh, perfect. Oh, super easy, super close. That's great. Okay, so let's go down, throw down some water turbines. Let's head on over to one of those things, and we'll load up on the stuff we need. And then we'll be able to make some progression. I don't know if this is going to be a long episode, shorter episode. Probably just a medium length one. I'm super bad. It turns out it's really hard to pump out lots of content while also packing up to move yourself all the way across the country at the same time. So glad you guys are here to bear with me through this last little bit of the modded series before we head into 1.0. I've definitely been enjoying it. It's incredibly complicated and very difficult, very steep learning curve. If people thought Satisfactory was hard, then holy smokes. But But yeah, it's been quite enjoyable. But I am really looking forward to finally playing 1.0. So there is one node here I can take advantage of. So we grab our water turbine, put that on there. And then hook it up to power, I think. Gets it to start working. Like, wait, I think it's flowing out this way. Is it supposed to go the other way? It's supposed to go the other way. Not really 100% sure which way they're supposed to face. Let's try hooking it up to power, and I guess we'll find out. Power line right there. Perfect. Okay, so what do we get out of here? Currently getting 20 megawatts average efficiency. Okay, so I'm assuming that's... maybe it doesn't matter which way you face it. And I guess that's working now. So we're going to go ahead and try and find a couple more, though. There should be a few more along the river here. Actually, I know there's a couple right here at the top of the waterfall we're going to use. Let me hop up on here and get these ones set up, because I think this is an easy, like 80 megawatts right here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I think you can daisy chain these together. Yes, you can. Put that up to there. Oh, we got 50 coming out of these ones. Maximum efficiency. Perfect. So that's an easy 200 megawatts right there. Beautiful. Alright, cool. So we're looking for like tops of waterfalls and stuff like that, I would imagine, right? So let's take a little look through the river here. I don't think I can scan for them, although that would be kind of neat. Oh, yeah, you can actually. What am I thinking? Alright, I'm thinking we just gotta do the old fat. Oh my god, they're everywhere. Whoa. I'm gonna get so much power just from the water turbines. Here's another. Is it 2? They only get 20. I think I may actually skip these ones. Oh, actually, no. Yeah, they're pretty close. I'm interested to find some of these other ones, though. Dang. So we'll daisy chain them together, and then we'll just kind of have to... I mean, it's only a little bit, but... I mean, every little bit helps, right? It's free power that takes, like, nothing from my end, aside from just actually hooking them up. Like, the cost of... It's cost of materials to build it. That's about it. This is definitely a... well, it's similar to, like, the wind turbines, but this is actually at least steady. And I would say I actually like this over the wind turbines for that reason, but we'll see how wind turbines Mark II work. Okay, so I remember seeing just a bunch pop up, and I would imagine there's probably a few here right by this waterfall, right? Let's see if we can get on up here and set a couple up over here. There's one right there. Is there any other up here? Then I'll know whether I should bother running this power line up here or not. I mean, there's probably a bunch at the top of the waterfall there. So yeah, I'll probably end up... Oh, looks like there might be one here. Yeah, there is. Interesting. So we'll put one there. They're hard to see sometimes. Okay, so we'll link... Are there any others up here that I'm just not... No, here, I'll have the water turbine out just so I can... Oh, yeah, see, there we go. There's another one I missed. I bet these are... This water looks like it's moving fast, so I gotta imagine it's pretty decent. We got 20 megawatts out of that one. Alright. Thought it was gonna get a little more, but maybe this one's 50? 20 megawatts on that one. Alright. At least now I know how to bring the power up here. What's on this one? 20? 50! Okay, so I'm assuming top of waterfalls is 50. And then everywhere else is like 20s. And then if you find like slow moving water, probably like 8. So let me get to the top of this waterfall here, because I feel like there's probably... Actually, before I waste my time, let's just double check. Yep, there they are. Okay, those are all the ones that were going off on the scanner. So let me go ahead and get on up there. use some ramps to get up. Oh no, I don't have any iron sheets. Well, thankfully I'm pretty close to base still. Oh god, that's not a nice person. Hopefully I can get away fast enough. Oh, there's a couple here too. What we got here? And how many do I have left? 10 more that I was going to build? Okay, so I'll only sacrifice building here if they're 50s.
Your contract legally compels you to
Are you 50s? No, alright, I'm out of here. I mean, I could build more. I just need to go back and build some rotor blades. You'll see roughly how much power this added so far now as well. Should be a good handful at least. Alright, let's head back to base and regroup. Alright, so I think that went ahead. Alright, okay, so at least now our maximum consumption is always below our capacity. So at least even just with the water turbines, like just those 10 water turbines we put down, our power is at least good for now. However, obviously that would change just like real fast because we're just still so close, because some of it, like this dip, the big dip you see is coming from my wind turbines. So I think I'll throw down the rest of these 10. I'll head up to the top of that waterfall. We'll go back over to the top of that waterfall, and then we'll see how many stators I've got ready here, coming out of here. I should be pretty close to unlocking the coal burner at least. But yeah, let's check in on it and then we'll head back out. Alright, well, it turns out those stators are ready before I even thought. So yeah, we basically got enough pretty much ready to unlock this coal power. We only need 100. And then I'm assuming I may actually need another extra little handful for making the actual coal burners or something to do with coal power. But yeah, I figured I would just grab those. I haven't actually filled them into the thing yet to send it off, but we're just gonna head back over, like I said, to the top of that waterfall, which is, I'm just trying to go around all the things that hate me. Didn't want to cause a ruckus just yet for these 20s, 8s. Ew, gross! Get out of here. I mean, I might take those just. So I think, as far as I can tell, you can boost them at some point. Like that's probably like way further down the road when you get into more actual overclocking. Because right now, underclocking is a thing, but overclocking is basically non-existent until like mid-game in this one. So quite a while until you can really take advantage of that. So I'm not going to worry about like those small nodes, and even like going forward, I might try and just focus some more 50 nodes. And we'll see like how, because we do have power storage now too, like unlocking the solar panels also unlocked power storage. So now we can actually, like, instead of just having the crazy fluctuation of solar panels where it would just only be like power during the day, like power during the day, and then at least it'll be like ready to go at night. So just need to actually make my way up here somehow. It's really high up, so this might take me a second. Oh yeah, look at all these 50 nodes up here. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab it. Like, this will be like an easy like 500 megawatts maybe. I don't know how many are actually here, but so we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, maybe not 500, but there's 5. God, I can't see. I don't have bombs yet. Okay, so we get 7. So 7 times 50, probably like 350? 350 megawatts. Nice. We'll just link all those together. What else we got up here though? You got a couple more up there for me? Oh yeah, you do. Alright, let's go put down 3 more up on top there. Let's grab our ramp from here. Start heading up that way. It should be just at the top of the waterfall here. It's gonna be beautiful. I have so much power. Not gonna know what to do with it all. Just kidding, we're gonna be building a quartz factory. Yeah, this might be a little weird for now, but it's just because I want to be able to get up here and get out. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. So I can get a 4th one up here. Thank God I brought extra materials. Now I just gotta link them up to the other ones down here. Come me up. How hard is this gonna be? I just stick the power pole in the water. I'll do it for now, it's fine. Hey, can I link up to that? Why can't I like bring a... Hello? Oh, there we go. I was like, why can't I bring another power source to that one? That was weird. There we go. Okay, so now I just gotta bring power from all of this. Oh! What do you mean? This is water. I just take fall damage in water. What just happened? Actually, it kind of appears there's not actually water here. Okay, so before we hop down to get out of here, we're gonna need to connect the far one over here. Make this up to a power pole. It's gonna be have to be sent down that way. So let's get you on the ledge here, and see if I can just put you down like that. Thankfully, you can build from a parachute. There we go. So that should add a big ol' spike to our power production now. I can just get a little closer. A little closer. Come on. Didn't want to hurt myself. Oh, wait. Is this still not connected up to the main line? It should be. But, I mean, this... It's a nice big, we added 640 megawatts there for very little work. Now it just appears I actually have to connect this to the rest of the line. I thought I did, but I guess not. Speaking of the rest of the line, where is it? I actually don't know. I'll bring that here for now. Oh, it's up here, okay. Alright, power is fully hooked up now. Look at that big old spike to our power supply. At our peak rate capacity over 2,000 now. I was gonna say I'm pretty sure it dips under 2,000, but I think at some point I may consider taking out the wind turbines, at least the Mark 1s. I'm really hoping that the Mark 2s are at least a little bit better. But we can go and head on back to base now. We can go ahead and get some of that stuff unlocked. I still need to go out and find that cryolite spot as well, so we can get some of these solar panels going. I should have enough to at least unlock that section in the MAM, so we at least know what we're looking for. Yeah, so we can take water turbines off the to-do list for now. We should be able to send off this coal burner as well, so we can take that off. Well, I'm not going to take that off the to-do list yet, because I technically actually want to put one of those down. I'm not going to make a fully efficient one just yet. I just kind of want to see how it works. Yeah, we can go ahead and send off our coal. Here we got everything ready to go. Activate that, send that off. Update our to-do list here. Our water turbine's done. Let's see what we gotta make for coal heaters. Oh, you actually don't need stators. Okay, that's perfect. I have a bunch of those things. I've fully automated, actually I haven't fully automated the modular frames yet, but I just make them in extra assembler. I have a hand feed system that I just make them in right now. But that's been handling everything I throw at it just fine. So yeah, that's pretty straightforward. We can go find a little bit of coal and throw a little coal thing together. I'm assuming you go coal heater fed by coal with the boiler. So I may have to, oh, actually, you know what? If it's just going to be those things, like, let me see. Well, I guess I need to put down a boiler platform first. So let me just test this out first before I make my decision. If you remember correctly, there was a bunch of coal up there, but nothing else. So, I mean, if I just need coal, then it should be a-okay. Yeah, it looks like just coal coming into the building. Okay, so I think that'll work. I think we can go ahead and try building the coal platform up on top there, up by that, this little pool here, or not there, right here. And yeah, should have enough cryolite now that we can go ahead and unlock the one for this one, which is, what was that? We got quartz crystal, salt, and crushed stone. Now the next one is lime dust, in which we need some of the salt and the sand, which we know how to get as well. And that should unlock one of these. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab some sand. And then I guess for the salt, I'm going to have to set up a sorter by the cryolite. That'll allow me to get that one. And then I should be able to make the solar panels. So, you know, so there's a small chance solar panels get kind of put on the back burner for today. If they end up being like too complicated to try and get through within one episode. The main things, obviously, I really want to focus on was making sure I had enough power to go forward with some other things. Checking out the coal, because I thought that would be really cool. And the new water turbines. And then I guess we can throw down a couple of these wind turbines. So let's see if we can head on up to a higher location and maybe throw down some of these. So maybe what we'll do is we'll throw down a few of these up on top along with the coal burner, since we're going to be up at a height anyway. So we'll do, let's say, I'm going to need a boiler platform, a coal heater, a boiler. I'm probably going to need these in there somewhere as well. And then I'm assuming it's still the same, like it's just boiling steam. So I'll need a turbine. And the generators. I'm going to build a couple of wind turbines. I'll call it like 5. And then I'm going to also need a water extractor. Thankfully there's water up there, which is great. And I think that should be basically all we need. A metal modular, metal mining heads. And I think that's everything. So actually before we do that, let me just go, here's what we'll do. We'll set up just so we have at least a little bit of it. I'll set up another modular miner with the mining head, the crusher and the sorter, and just some storage containers. That way we have the stuff for unlocking that next step in the MAM for the solar panels. So let's see where that cryolite was one more time. Might actually be in a cave. Yeah, we'll see if these are easily accessible. If not, I think there's probably going to be one, yeah, up in the direction we're heading. So worst case scenario, we can always set it up on that one. But we'll see if these ones are easily accessible that are close by. Alright, so those cryolites are the ones in the cave, now that I remember, and went over to see if I could go in the opening, and it's blocked off because I don't have bombs anyway. So we are just going to go ahead and head on back over to the spot I was originally going to build the steel that last time. So we'll go past the steel plant and head up on towards over here. I should have a ramp up there still. If I head in the right direction, I think it's this way. So yeah, we're gonna head up there. We're gonna start setting up our coal stuff, and then hopefully we can find that other cryolite deposit that's back up there somewhere. All right, I found the cryolite. So there's the old steel. That's the steel factory right there. So we're up here on the hill, just directly across from it, with a couple pure cryolite spots right here actually. But we're just gonna sit up on the one for now. So yeah, like I said, all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna throw down a miner on top of here. We're going to go production miner. I'm going to worry about building platforms. So all I'm looking to do here is go crusher into sorter. Oops. I thought it faced the other way, but so crusher into sorter. Like that. So from here we got the pure nodes. This doesn't really matter, to be honest. But we'll do, I think I can make Mark II belts. So this gets crushed. Oh, I guess I don't know though. I thought I learned the recipe, didn't I? Wasn't that what I unlocked? Oh, okay. So you skip the crusher in this scenario. So you just directly go miner to sorter on this one. My bad. Okay. I see now. I started setting, I was like, wait a minute, where is it? So there we go. We'll go like that. Set you two up like that. Cryolite silica. Actually, what I'm going to do, instead of hooking both of these up to this one, I'm going to do one and one. I'm going to do another sorter over here. I'm going to have to take the sulfur out. And the reason I'm going to do this, because like I said, we're not actually trying to set up like an actual building here just yet. I mean, we'll come back here in the future and do one. But for now, I just want to get these going. And this one is going to do the salt. And that's going to get me the salt that I need for unlocking the next step. And this will get me, I mean, all the other things I need. So now we're just going to set up a bunch of storage boxes here off the back end. Hook this up to power. Actually daisy chain this all together, which is kind of nice. Alright, there we go. We got storage boxes all loading up with all the things we're going to need. So now let's head back on over to this spot where the coal node is. And we'll start building our little coal burner. And hopefully, once we're done with that, we can, and the wind turbines, we can then move into setting up our, well, hopefully, getting maybe a couple solar panels in. So solar panels are definitely the most advanced power solution we have at the moment. So I'd say if you were just doing this for now, I'd say maybe just stick to like water turbines, coal, and even the wind turbines. But anyway, let's head on over and we'll set up the coal. Alright, back up here by the little crater lakes. And I decided for this one, we are going to build this little platform. Especially since there's water involved and we're going to have to set up a couple of things here. So we've got our miner set up on our coal here. Let's go ahead and hop down just to double check what we're going to be getting out here. So it's going to be a pure, which means I can actually, oh, and actually, funnily enough, since I got power right here, I can just go ahead and connect these up into here. You know, it clips through the rock, but that's okay for now. Fix that later. It gets us power to this setup right here. Perfect. Oh, aside from I'm going to need to bring power over like for the water pump and stuff. And then also bring it up here. But either way. So this will tell me how much I'm getting. It looks like I get 120 coal per minute. Does it matter? No, because like I said, I'm only going to set up like a little basic setup for now. So we're going to go to power. We're going to grab our boiler platform. We're going to set it up right here. Give ourselves a little bit of room to work with. The coal heater. It goes right there. So from here, we got the coal pumping right into the boiler. And then, so I think we have to put the boiler on top, like so. And then the water will hook up into there. And so from here, we're getting carbon dioxide. Yeah, okay. So we're going to go to the cooling platform here with a CO2 chimney. And then pipe that directly into you. Just like that. And then we got to pump water, so we got to set up the water here. So let's get ourselves a little water extractor set up. Let's put that one in right there. Production, water extractor, holding down controls, snap it to my junction there. That's how I always line them up really cleanly. I just go right there, just in case I need a little bit of space. Get the pipeline pumped right into there. Set this to horizontal to vertical. So we can bring that up the side here. Up, please. There we go. And over one, just make sure it's in the right spot. There we go. Now we gotta get that up top. Bringing the pipe up from down below. Put it right there, I think, should be lined up correctly. Then we're just going to run the water along the side here, keeping it out of the way. We're going to put a pump down there, obviously. Alright, water pipe is all fully connected now. We got a little pump down there that's going to pump our water up into the system. So that'll be... That's our CO2 all dealt with. Now we will be able to take the steam. It's going to be coming out of here once water eventually makes its way into here. Any day now. Literally any day now. Please. 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 Please, please. Please, please give me water. But yeah, while we wait for the water anyway, let's go ahead and set up the rest of this section, which is a converter platform. Goes like that. On said converter platform, we get turbine. And then beside turbine, we get generator. And then pipeline to hook you up to you. Nice clean one like that. And then I think I need one more cooling platform for the steam. Right? I think steam, I think something comes out that I need to deal with. Alright, looks like I've got it all figured out. So yeah, you released the steam into the steam cooling tower there. So let's do a quick summary of the coal burner here. So we got miner flown out coal directly into the coal burner. The coal burner heats up the water, like there's water pumping into the boiler above. And that water gets boiled into the steam, which the steam goes into the turbine, spins the turbine, and then it also vents out hot steam, which goes into this steam cooler vent here. And from the coal heater, you also get carbon dioxide, so you need to get the CO2 vent coming off the side here. So this is just a very, very simplified version of how the coal power is going to work. In the future, obviously, this could be expanded to be much bigger, and will be expanded to be much bigger in the future. But it's nice to know that if some of these power sources are at least vaguely similar, in the sense that this is pretty similar to how the biomass one gets fed, and some of the other ones. So it's a pretty once you kind of learn the basic system, you can kind of just use it for at least a couple of them going forward, or so it seems. Yeah, let's take coal burner off the to-do list for now. Then let's throw down a couple wind turbines here up on the hill, since we're at a pretty good elevation up here. So let's grab just a couple wind turbines. Go one there. And then I guess we're only building one because I didn't bring enough iron plates. Look at me go. Okay, well I will say they do look pretty cool. Let's see what kind of... 80% efficiency on this one. It looks like it's giving me a little over 30 megawatts. What is it giving me up to? 30 megawatt, ranges between 30 and 100, contingent on the height. Okay, so it should go a little bit higher, so that's going to be a lot of fluctuation then, in comparison to the other ones. So I was going to say, I'm not going to make that jump. So I feel like if I had a bunch, you would see a much steeper, like, I'm doing the sign with my hand right now, like I'm as if you guys can actually see me. But I would imagine you'd see a much steeper rise and fall in this gray line. Well, that's kind of cool. So we can take the wind turbines off the to-do list as well then. And so that just leaves us unlocking the steel mining head and solar panels if we can maybe get to them. So let's do a pit stop as we head on back to base, now that we got our coal set up here. Let's do a quick pit stop over at our cryo... What? Hello? Did the world not load or am I... Okay. Thought the world didn't load in for a second. I realized, nope, that's just the really dense fog that I'm in. So yeah, we're going to just do a quick pit stop at that cryolite setup we got over by the steel plant here. Load up on that stuff before we go home, and we should be able to unlock the rest of the stuff for solar panels. And if not, then I mean, we'll get as far as we can with them, and then we'll unlock the steel mining head. The steel mining head I really want to get for next time because it's basically like overclocking your miners, but not really. So because the miners are modular, the better pieces you get for them, like the better they do. So like if I put steel mining heads on everyone instead of the iron, I think currently all we get is like iron mining heads or metal mining heads. If I put the steel ones on, I believe I get an even better output. So definitely want to be pushing towards that, since we'll take any sort of overclocking we can get in this game mode. Also, I totally forgot there's a coal deposit right here, so literally if you just wanted to do this entire episode literally right here, you could do that as well. I kind of forgot this coal node was here. I don't think it's pure. I think it's... Oh, it is pure. Well, don't listen to me. Alright, I managed to get enough stuff so we can get lime dust here in the cryolite tree. If this doesn't give us... Alright, so I guess we're probably not doing the solar panels today because I need to figure out where that carbon stuff comes from. Carbon mesh. Carbon dust. Okay, where does carbon dust come from? That's not... Oh no. Alright, I'm going to consult my Discord Satisfactory specialists while I unlock the industrial storage, so like the bigger storage boxes, and the steel mining module, which is exactly what I want and need. I need to just run over to my steel factory and unload the stuff really quick again. I definitely should have these, no problem. I've been cranking out steel stuff this whole time, so I'll load up on steel stuff. Hopefully someone in the Discord has an answer for me on where I find this freaking carbon dust. I can't seem to find it anywhere. I found it. Praise be the people in the Discord. So, I'm really glad. I'm going to have to go grab some coal, which I'm sure I have a bunch backed up and extra. We're going to have to, thankfully I have, I'm not, so you need sulfur. These are what, the bronze or brass pipes. And then thankfully I found enough heavy modular frames, when I was just doing like adventuring around to hard drives and slugs and stuff. We have enough that we can actually just throw down this research here. It took me long enough to finally find carbon dust under this next node here. And that'll allow us to actually get a hold of some solar panels. So we can also, like I said, we're going to run over to, I did run over to my steel thing while I was waiting for the answer for where to find that carbon dust. Which means we are now ready to load this bad boy up, send it off, get that sweet new steel miner module for next time. Take a little look at that. So this gets quantity per run 2. So this now doubles. Is that true? Does this now double the amount of stuff that's going to be coming out? Some ores require a certain tier. Increases the... Okay, so maybe like I can't even mine some ores without the steel mining head. but also I'm thinking that it'll maybe also boost my thing, so I really want to try that out. All I need to do to put one on is just get one more of the portable miners. So let's build one of those real quick and see if this actually does anything. Go portable miner. And I'll head over because one that I don't care if it breaks or not because I have so much going on right now, so I'll just mess it up, is we'll head up onto our quick wire one here and we'll try putting on the new mining head. Alright, new mining head. What do we got? Whoa! Okay, so yeah, it does double it. So this now outputs 240 ore per minute, so I'll just dumb that back down for now because I don't need that. Wow, okay, so yeah, it does double it up. Wow, that makes a huge difference. That'll probably be something I really focus on in the future then, getting that steel mining head. Interesting. So that was a good one to learn about. So now from here, as my what's it called? My parachute breaks. Now we can hopefully, well, we take the take the steel mining head off the to-do list. I land in the water and drown. It'll be fine. We're gonna run back to base. We're gonna see if we can't gather up that coal from our little coal spot up top, and then unlock that last little bit that we're gonna need, the carbon dust. And maybe, just maybe, we can hand make at least one solar panel to get us started. Alright, we got that carbon, or we got that coal loaded up, and now we can make that carbon dust, thankfully. Ended up grabbing a bunch more coal than I actually probably needed. So now I can make some carbon dust to actually put together into the weaver, which I don't think I've actually even made a weaver yet. So we'll just add this into our mix here. Carbon mesh. So we need some carbon dust and a bunch of water. Okay, so that's not going to work here, obviously. So I think maybe what I'll do is I'll head on over to my the little extra bonus power thing I built over here, and I'll take the water from that and I'll actually use it to make the carbon mesh. So how much carbon mesh do I actually need? That's the real question. Attached to the modular miner increases the miner's effectiveness. This requires a gas or liquid. Interesting. So you can actually boost them to be even better based on the fluid or gas you put into it. Okay. But that obviously certainly complicates things because you need fluid or gas. Okay, so we're going to head on over there. What do we need? I need to see what I actually need for making the... So I need 10 carbon mesh. Oh, that's super easy. Let's just hop on over here, make our carbon dust, and we'll be good to go. Alright, so I ended up coming up to our little coal power plant here because this actually seemed to make the most sense to me. So basically how it works is you're going to take straight up pure coal off your, what we're drilling into right here, especially since we had extra, going into a crusher, and that crusher just takes coal and crushes it directly into carbon dust. No extras coming in, no extras coming out, just easy as that. And then into the weaver, we get the carbon dust mixed with the water, so we're making like a carbon paste basically. And that makes somehow makes the carbon mesh, which we are pumping out here pretty easily. So to have 20 is going to take us no time at all. And then we'll be able to make our solar panel, I think. So let me grab... I think I can just build... I think you just build the solar panel, and that's pretty much it. The only thing I do need to go make really quick is the photovoltaic cell. That should have the... Oh, well, there we go. Already done. Got everything we need for that. So that's just going to make us some extra carbon mesh here on the side. No big deal. And now we just need the photovoltaic cell, and we're good to go. So we'll hop down here. Thankfully, we got our parachute. We can head on back to base. We're going to get ourselves that beautiful solar panel. Okay, it took me a little bit to throw everything together, but I now at least have enough. Actually, I think I can probably no, just the one, because I only have the enough carbon mesh for the one. But yeah, it looks like I can make these solar panels. I don't know if they have to like go up onto something. I don't think they do, because as far as I remember, they just higher efficiency, just sun tracking solar, produce power at night, generates up to 8 megawatts during the day. Okay, so you definitely need like a whole field of them, but We got ourselves a singular solar panel. I wonder if they're, I feel like they're supposed to go on something. I mean, at least for now, I just want to get them hooked up to the power. I believe this is hooked up to the power system. It is, okay. So, let me go back up there and double check on that. It's perfect. It is perfect timing to be building this just as the sun's coming up so that we actually know what this can do. Currently producing 2 megawatts. Nice. So much work went into that, and we got 2 megawatts. Let's go. Well, I guess technically it is just the morning, right? Yeah, it's technically just the morning, so I'm assuming it'll get like better as the sun comes up. Interesting. So yeah, solar panels definitely not. I mean, maybe I'm wrong in saying that they don't seem that great, but I'd say the coal seems like a good one. The water turbines seem pretty good because you don't really have to do much for them. Just set them up and leave them. And then the new wind turbines are actually pretty good too. I would almost rate solar panels last as I take off the to-do list. But I mean, maybe you guys can let me know down in the comments down below what you guys think about the solar panels. But that does bring us to the end of today's episode. So like I said, I appreciate you guys being here for another one as always. And today is technically a special day. If you're watching today, it is Satisfactory 1.0 day, so I hope you guys enjoy yourselves out there. Don't burn yourselves out too fast. Satisfactory is only going to release one time, so you know, really take the time to enjoy it while you can. Don't rush things. You know, if you want to spend a couple months in phase 1, you spend a couple months in phase 1. You have all the fun you want. But other than that, thank you guys again for the support of the channel, and I will see you guys on Thursday for the last for now Satisfactory modded episode until we jump into our 1.0. I'll see you guys next time.